Hello, everybody. Welcome to Foundations TV. Our guest today is Deepa Srinath, who is a Bharatnatyam dancer, and she also runs a school of her own by the name of Vaibhava Dance School. I hope I said it right, Deepa?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, wonderful. Welcome to the Foundations TV.
Thank you so much, Gauri. It's a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely, you're very welcome. So, Deepa is here to talk about an event that is coming up. It's a beautifully put together event. But before we talk about the event, I do want to give a little introduction about you, Deepa. You were telling me all the accomplishments of yours, and I am super impressed with everything that you
Thank
do.
you.
She runs a school, of course, and she has been doing Bharatnatyam since the age of 5, I believe.
That's right, yeah.
And her guru is Srimati Radha Sridhar. I hope I said it right.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and she's been learning from her since the age of 5, and she has been performing since then. She's been traveling all over the world, including countries like France and UK and Dubai and Abu Dhabi. That's a huge lot.
Yeah, it's always fun to do the touring, and also you get to see the countries too.
Wonderful. And you've performed in all those countries,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Excellent, excellent. Now, not only her performances, she has also been awarded a lot of titles and a lot of, awards, I guess. So one of the titles that she was sharing with me before we started this interview was called Satya Abhinaya Sundaram, awarded to her by the Bharatanjali Trust in Chennai.
Yes.
So congratulations for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. So why don't we start with our first question, Deepa, about your school. Tell us something about your school.
I run a school called Vaibhava Dance School, and I started it as soon as I moved to Boston, and it's been 3.5 years now. My students and I have been performing in various platforms, small and big, and it's been wonderful so far. And we had a production under the banner called The Journey of Bharatnatyam, which we premiered in Cambridge, Massachusetts last year. So it's been a great journey so far.
Excellent, excellent. That's wonderful. And you do have an event coming up, and could you talk about the performers of that event?
Sure, yeah. So the event is a dance festival. It's called Rasa Vaibhava. And ritually, the students of the school perform annually. But this year, since it's a dance festival, we have 2 guests coming in who will be part of this event. One is Amudha Paranisamy, who is a student of Srimati Ranjini Saigal in the Boston area. She is performing a dance ballet called Savitri with narration by Ranjini ji herself. And the second dancer is Sonali Skandan. She is an accomplished artist, and she's quite well known in the New York City. She runs a dance school. She's the artistic director of a dance school called Jiva Arts. And under that banner, she has produced some new work. And it's been amazing that she's coming down to Boston just for this event.
That's beautiful. That sounds really, really nice. You have a good collection of people, accomplished people, and Ranjini ji is very well known in the area too. So I'm sure people would want to come and hear her, recite, and also see her student perform. So that's very exciting, I'm sure, for Boston. So. I know this is kind of a festival feel that you're trying to create. So could you talk about this area and how this festival how this area needs a festival like that, a dance festival?
Sure. Back in India, when I was in Bangalore, there are always some or the other dance festivals going on. A dance festival is where a lot of performers come, and it's usually over a couple of days. I grew up with such an environment, and I truly feel that it shaped my dancing and my learning abilities. When I moved to Boston, that's one thing I really missed. Of course, there are organizations who bring in top-tier dancers, but it's only once or twice in a year, and then we just wait for the next year to come. And there are schools here who do their annual performances too, and it's only limited to their school and their production. But a dance festival is something that you invite a budding artist or an experienced artist to be part of this event and to share a platform with them. I want to have my students the same experience as I did. So they are going to perform, they're really working hard and they're going to perform. And then they're going to sit and watch these amazing dancers who are going to be part of this event.
That's beautiful. I think such a beautiful thought, such a genuine thought that you have, kind of making memories for the kids and making it so special for them while they're learning. They have somebody to look up to and be inspired by other artists beyond their own school experience as well.
Gauri, that's one thing because as your tagline says, spreading inspiration, that's exactly what I want to do through the Rasa Vaibhava event.
Very nice, very nice.
Thank you.
So could you tell us something about the event? And I hear something special about a correlation with Madhubani art as well. So would you like to speak about that? I know we have another guest and we will be talking to her about it in more detail. Yes. But if you can introduce her and also talk about the date and the time and the location of the event.
Sure, yeah. So the event is on October 13th, Sunday at Chinmaya Mission Auditorium, Andover. Regarding the art show, it's a special thing for me too and for the event because the artist is extremely talented, and the best thing is that she was my college friend and it's great to have her here. She is Deepthi Mittal, and as you can see all the beautiful work, it's hers. She has pursued her interest in new ways. I must just let her speak about her art than myself. Yeah.
Sure, wonderful, wonderful. And people are very familiar with the Chinmay Mission Auditorium, so I think that I'm glad it's over there, so people know where to go. Yes. It's on October 13th, and starting at what time again?
It starts at 5 p.m. and goes on till 7:30 p.m.
Excellent, excellent. So we look forward to seeing everybody who's watching this video. We look forward to seeing you over there, and come and get inspired by this beautiful collection of dances by really, really accomplished artists, as well as some students who are looking to get there soon. So thank you so much, Deepa, for being here at the Foundations TV. We wish you all the best for this event.
Thank you so much, Gauri. Thanks for this great opportunity.
You're welcome. Our next guest today is Deepthi Mittal. Welcome to the Foundations TV, Deepthi.
Thank you so much, Gauri. It's a pleasure to be here.
You're very welcome. And we have Deepthi, who is actually a Madhubani artist. And I've seen her work. She brought some artifacts today, and they're absolutely beautiful. We hopefully will be sharing some pictures with our audiences as well. And Deepthi is actually putting up a beautiful exhibition at the same event that we were talking about before, which is on October 13th, which is a dance festival, and also an art festival, which is seems to be a great blend of Northern Indian art and Southern Indian dance.
That's right.
So excellent. So before we go into the event, though, I would love to hear more about Madhubani art itself. I don't think it's, some people may not know about it, including myself. I would love to hear more about that form of art.
Great. Madhubani art, so to say, is an ancient Indian folk art from Bihar, and they say that it came down from mythology. And during the wedding of Sita ji, during the Sita Swamvar, in King Janak's palace, the women folk decorated the walls and floors to get the palace prepared for the upcoming nuptial ceremony using this painting. And ever since then, it has been passed down through generations, and women folk mostly in almost every household in that region practiced this painting outside their house, in the courtyard and on the walls, before celebrations or before festivals like Diwali, Holi, etc. So it's an age-old tradition, and in modern days, obviously, people have artists have started painting on more portable pieces such as fabric and on paper, and have started using natural dyes to add more color and life to the painting. But the culture still remains, the cultural background still remains.
Excellent, excellent. How do you relate to it? Talk about your journey and your beginnings. How did you get involved with this art?
Came in terms with Madhubani painting ever since I was 7 years old. My mom started an institute at home mostly to empower less fortunate women artists of that region. And ever since then, I have been painting. It was mostly like a parallel routine for me. And that's when I thought that I was good with it, because I got my painting pieces were appreciated, and that was a big motivation. Then I moved to Bangalore, and but I never lost touch with the painting. I always created greeting cards and painted on saris and suits and gave them out as gifts. But after I joined my MBA and joined work, that was when there was dearth of time, but I still felt that tiny little pull of the creative energy that went dormant, and I realized that I should probably get back to what I like doing the best.
Excellent, excellent. Now, just hearing your answer, I want to be in your friend circle so I can get those pretty beautiful gifts from you. So I'm sure every artist has, their own unique style and their own unique way of doing things. So how would you speak for your uniqueness in this Madhubani art?
Well, since I've been practicing Madhubani painting for a very long time, I kind of got, it kind of got mundane practicing the same patterns over and over again in saris, in suits, in pots, on pots, etc. So I tried to create like a blend of different forms of painting. And I like modern art a lot because of its abstraction and because of the kind of vibrance that goes behind it. So what I try and do is I blend modern art, the abstraction of modern art, with the precision of Madhubani painting, and try and create art pieces. And that's a genre that I say that I have introduced, which is called modern Madhubani. The other genre is folk fusion, wherein I take different types of folk art forms, such as Worli painting, which is from Maharashtra, Kalamkari, and recently I have tried an Australian folk art, which is dot painting. And I fuse it together with Madhubani painting on my painting pieces.
Excellent, excellent. So that's really exciting, and I'm sure people will want to come and see your exhibition. Sure. To be able to feel that fusion that you have created between different state arts as well as the modern and the traditional art forms. So we're really looking forward to that exhibition. I, for one, I'm very excited about it as well. Tell us something about different mediums and different tools that people can also see over there.
Acrylic paint is my favorite medium because it is very versatile and it dries super quick. But other than that, I use ceramic paints, I use oil, pastels, and I have very recently introduced a line of hand-painted shoes, which is on which I use leather paint. So there are a variety of mediums that I use, and I practice Madhubani painting and fusion paintings in. And as for tool, there is a specialized nib, steel nib, that comes in India and is very popular with Indian artists. But for me, I use brush for all my paintings. Every line, all the intricate work is all done with brush.
Excellent, excellent. And I did get a glimpse of the shoes, which I want to take a picture of before you go. Sure. They're so pretty. Do you teach as well?
Yes, I actually, ever since I put my first exhibition, I had people inquiring about whether I take classes, and that's when I decided to spread this awareness of Madhubani painting with other art forms as well. And I started in-person classes, but after a point of time, it got a little difficult for me because I was traveling a lot for my shows and my workshops. So I have introduced online classes, and students sitting at their homes can learn painting at their pace, at their convenience, and make beautiful pieces sitting at home. And mostly it's project-based. Other than online classes, I also take workshops for kids and adults. There are a variety of workshops. I take 1-hour workshop and also a week-long workshop.
Excellent. Thank you so much for all this useful information, Deepthi. I am very impressed with your grace and the way you have done your work. I've seen your work. It's very, very beautiful.
Thank you so much,
I'm
Gauri.
sure everybody is going to love it when they come look at it, and I'm sure you'll have a lot of people who would want to learn from you as well. So that's brilliant, and I'm very
Thank
excited.
you. And I'm very thankful to Deepa and her team for this wonderful opportunity of letting me showcase my paintings, my work at the dance festival that is happening in Chinmaya Mission and in Andover on October 13th. So please do drop in to celebrate Indian culture.
I agree with that. I think it's a great combination of inspirational work in the form of dance as well as paintings. So people who are into Indian culture and arts in the area, definitely encourage them to go and visit this festival, dance festival, as well as the art festival, I would like to call it, on October 13th at the Chinmay Mission. So starting at 5 o'clock. So definitely go. We look forward to seeing you all and get inspired.
Thank you, Gauri.
You're welcome.